Hello dear students, I am Kajal Saraswat and I would be taking your class 6. Before I begin my lesson, I would like to tell you one thing that as you all know that the terrible situation outside due to the rising of coronavirus, the whole education system is being affected. Our school management has decided to provide you some online study material so that you may not let behind and you could be continue your studies at home. I hope you and your family are safe and healthy at your home. Shall we begin our lesson, children? Okay, now see on the screen. So today I am taking the English grammar topic, that is the noun, which is in your syllabus. As you have seen in the board, that is noun. I hope you all well known about the noun because you have already read in your previous classes what is noun. Here I am writing the definition. A noun is a naming word that is used to name living beings, places, things, ideas and feelings. Let us understand with the example. John is a clever boy. B. His honesty impresses everybody. Now, in these sentences, John, boy, and honesty. These all are nouns which I have underlined. Action. Yes, children, you know the important part is coming up. What is that? That is its kinds, its types of noun. So now let's move to the types of noun. These are the types of noun which I have mentioned on the screen. Noun can be divided into two parts, countable noun and uncountable noun. Countable noun that can be counted and uncountable noun that cannot be counted. Again, countable noun can be divided into three parts, common noun, proper noun and collective noun. Uncountable noun are also divided into two parts, abstract noun, material noun. So in this way we have five types of noun, common noun, proper noun, collective noun, abstract noun and material noun. So now let us explain all these one. First one, proper noun. Noun that name particular places, person or things are called proper nouns. Proper nouns begin with capital letters always. It means the nouns that denotes the specific or the special names, persons or things are called proper noun. For example, Sachin, Mumbai, Ramayan, etc. Now the common nouns that name persons, places or things of the same kind. Here is, please pay attention, the same kind are called common nouns. Common nouns are not capitalized. For example, man, woman, city, book, etc. Now the children, here I am giving an exercise by which you can easily identify which is the proper noun and which is the common noun. Now circle the proper noun and underline the common noun. One I am telling you, or first one, Rajiv and Priyanka are brother and sister. In this sentence, Rajiv and Priyanka are the proper nouns and brother and sister are the common nouns. So children, now you can do it, I hope, and try to do it by your own. Wait. Don't go anywhere for break. We are having some more types of nouns that is on the screen. That is collective noun, material noun and the abstract noun. I hope you all are sitting with your pen and pencil and try to understand with me. Collective nouns that name a group or a class of similar things or persons taken together and spoken of as one whole are called collective nouns. It means the nouns that denotes a group or a class of things are known as collective noun. For example, a team of players, a bunch of flowers, a class of students, a fleet of ships. Children, can you give them some more collective nouns? Now I am telling you some more examples, just like a pack of cats, dogs, balls, a suit of rooms, a team of players, a school of fish, a swarm of bees, a crew of sailors. Action. Now the fourth one is the material noun. Nouns that names materials or substances that we see and touch or are ingredients for making things are called material nouns. It means the nouns that denotes material or substances are called material noun. For example, gold, steel, wood, copper, etc. Now the last one, abstract noun, nouns that name ideas or concepts, quality, feeling, conditions or a thing which cannot be touched or seen are called abstract nouns. It means the noun that denotes the quality, feeling, conditions, ideas of a person or a thing which cannot be touched are called abstract nouns. For example, sweetness, honesty, anger, death and so on. Now the children, here I am giving a exercise for solving, that is the fill in the blanks with words given in the box and tick the correct kinds of nouns. So you have to find out the words and fill the blanks and also tick mark on the correct one, which one is the correct noun. Now with this today's lesson, children, try to revise it once again and do the exercises by your own. With this I end. Take care. Bye bye.